Hello, my dear students. Welcome you all to the revision class on 6th unit, that is non-conventional machining process. Today's class consists of introduction to non-conventional machining process and solutions to the question bank questions. Here, in recent years, a rapid development in the industrial sectors and present need of new technology leads to a development of harder and tough materials such as carbides, stainless steel, nitriles, and may other high strength temperature resisting alloys, and these materials are getting wide applications in the field of nuclear industry, space research, missile technology, and in other industries which require high strength to weight ratio, high heat restricting quality, hardness, and toughness. In spite of advancement in the technology in the conventional edged tool machining, it is very difficult to maintain high degree of accuracy and surface finish. This process also uneconomical, time consuming, and sometimes impossible to machine complicated shapes. In the non-conventional or modern machining process have been developed to overcome above said difficulties. These processes do not use conventional tool for metal removal. Instead, they difficulty utilize some form of energy for metal machining. Here, the first question is the give the classification of non-conventional machining processes. In the non-conventional machining process, there are four main different categories are there. First one mechanical, second chemical, third one electrochemical, fourth one thermoelectrical. In mechanical, again there are two different types of non-conventional machining processes are there. First one is abrasive jet machining and ultrasonic machining. And in chemical non-conventional machining process, again there are another type is there, chemical machining process. It is called as CHM. And in electrochemical process, electric chemical machining, electrochemical grinding, and in fourth one thermoelectric, ion beam machining, plasma arc machining, electrical discharge machining, it is called EDM, electron beam machining, and last one laser beam machining. This is what the classification of non-conventional machining process. The next second question is differentiate between AGM and ultrasonic machining. That is differentiate between AGM and ultrasonic machining. AGM means abrasive jet machining. Here AGM it uses dry abrasive particles, and ultrasonic machining uses slurry of abrasive particles. And AGM is what low machining having what low machining accuracy, and ultrasonic machining having high machining accuracy. The material removal rate is low in AGM, and metal removal rate high is in ultrasonic machining. It requires low electric power. In the AGM requires low electric power, and ultrasonic machining require what high electric power supply. Then no separate cooling system is used in AGM. There is no separate cooling system used, and here it requires what refrigerated cooling system is used here during machining. These are the what difference between AGM and ultrasonic machining. The next third question is describe briefly the principle of additive manufacturing, or discuss additive manufacturing. Here the principle additive manufacturing refers to a process by which digital 3D design data is used to build up a component in a layers of depositing material at the micro level. The material may be plastic, metal, concrete, etc. The term 3D printing is increasingly used as synonym for additive manufacturing. Additive manufacturing enables the fast, flexible, and cost-efficient production of parts directly from 3D CAD data, a technology that helps you to perform your task in an innovative ways. All the additive manufacturing technologies are used in what? Computers, 3D modeling softwares, machines, equipment and layering material. Once a CAD sketch is produced, the EM equipment reads in data from the CAD file and lays down or adds a successive layer of liquid or powder, sheet metal or other in layer by layer fashion to fabricate a 3D object. The technologies may be include 3D printing, rapid prototyping, direct digital manufacturing, layered manufacturing and additive fabrication. An example for this additive manufacturing is fused deposition modeling (FDM) technology involving the use of thermoplastic material. This thermoplastic material is injected through the indexing nozzles into a platform. The nozzles trace the cross section of a pattern for each layer with the thermoplastic material hardening prior to the application of the next layer. This process repeats until the build or model is completed and ready to watch. The specialized material may be needed to add support to some model features. The models can be machined or used as patterns. Here, the next question is sketch and explain the ultrasonic machining. The term ultrasonic is used to describe vibratory wave of high frequency, generally 16 Hz. The device called transducer is used which converts electric energy into mechanical energy. The schematic diagram is shown there. Abrasive slurry is applied between tool and workpiece by the pump. The magnetostractive material which takes the electrical energy and vibrates with the frequency 20 Hz to 30 Hz. The tool starts to vibrate as it is fixed in the tool holder. The tool holder is connected to the vibrating body. By this minute, particles of workpiece are removed by erosion and abrasion. The impact force arising out of vibration of tool and the flow of abrasive slurry causing thousands of microscopic grains to remove from the work material by abrasion. The abrasive like aluminum oxide, silicon carbide or boron carbide can be used. The tool is made up of soft ductile material like copper or brass or soft steel or stainless steel. The next is sketch and explain abrasive jet machining process. The fundamental principle of AGM involves the use of high speed stream of abrasive particles carried away by a high pressure gas or air on the workpiece surface through the nozzle. The metal is removed by erosion caused by the impact of abrasive particles on the workpiece. Metal is removed and fresh surface is exposed to the abrasive jet machining is shown in the figure. It consists of a mixing chamber, gas filter, pressure gauge, regulator and the nozzle. The filtered gas at a pressure of 2 to 8 kg per centimeter square is supplied to the mixing chamber containing the abrasive powder and vibrating at 50 Hz, where it makes with abrasive particles and then enters into connecting hose. This abrasive and gas mixture comes out from the nozzle at high velocity ranging from 150 to 300 meter per minute and impinging over the work surface causing abrasion action by repeated impacts, and the material is removed by erosion. The next is laser beam machining. The laser stands for light amplification by simulated emission or radiation. The materials such as ruby crystal, calcium fluoride, etc. are used to emit the radiations. The laser material is wounded with a light source. Xenon tube is used. When the supply is given to the light absorbed by the laser material and start to emit the radiation, the laser material is placed between the two ends. One is reflecting and another is partially reflecting. When the supply is given to the flash lamp, the crystal is simulated with the high intensity white light from a xenon. The crystal gets excited and emits the laser beam which is focused on the workpiece by using the lens. The beam produced is extremely narrow and can be focused to a pinpoint area with a power density of 1000 kilowatt per centimeter square, which produces high heat, and the portion of the metal is melted and vaporizes. The next is 7th question. Sketch and explain the electric discharge machining. It is simply called EDM. It also called as spark erosion or electro erosion machining. The metal is removed from the workpiece or work surface due to erosion caused by electric spark produced between workpiece and the tool. The workpiece is held in a fixture and placed in a tank containing dielectric fluid. The dielectric fluid may be kerosene or mineral oil or white spirit, and here the DC supply generates the pulse in between 40 to 300 volts, and the frequency of sparks at the rate of 10,000 sparks per second can be achieved. The electric and magnetic fields on heated metal cause the compressive force which removes the metal from the work surface. The dielectric fluid acts as coolant, carries the eroded metal particles, which is filtered regularly and supplied back to the tank. A servo mechanism is used to feed the tool continuously to maintain the constant gap between two electrodes. Here the next question is sketch and explain electronic or electron beam machining. Electron beam machining is a metal removal process in which high velocity of pulsating electron beam is focused on a workpiece, which heats, melts and vaporizes the work material at a temperature of about 2500 degrees Celsius. The principle of operation of EBM is shown in the figure. It consists of electron gun with cathode, a grid cap and anode positioning diaphragm, and electromagnetic is used. The principle of operation of EBM is shown in the figure. It consists of an electron gun with cathode, a grid gap and anode positioning diaphragm, electromagnetic lens. The electron gun is basically a triode, and it consists of a gun is supplied with electric current from a high velocity DC source. A beam of electrons is emitted from the electron gun. The flow of electron is controlled by the negative bias applied to the grid gap. The electrons passing through the anode are accelerated to 2/3 of the velocity of light by applying 50 to 150 kilowatt at the anode, and this speed is maintained till they strike the workpiece. The electrostatic field produced by the grid cuff focus and made to flow the electrons in the form of converging beam through a hole in the anode. Electron beam is positioned by positioning the diaphragm and with the help of electromagnetic lens. The electric beam is directed in circular form, having a cross-sectional diameter of 0.02 to 0.02 mm and deflect it anywhere. As the beam impacts on the workpiece, the surface, the kinetic energy of the high velocity electrons is immediately converted into the thermal energy, and it melts and vaporizes the material at the spot of its impact in a few milliseconds. Due to high power density, this process is carried out in repeated pulses of short duration. The pulse frequency may range from 1 to 16,000 Hz, and the duration may be range from 4 to 64 microseconds. Okay, the remaining questions of different chapters we'll study in the next classes. Thank you, one and all.